I'm Chris, and this is my French farmhouse restoration project. Morning all. Well, we're back. It's day 2. I'm just going to go and see my girls before we do anything else. How are you, ladies? You want your breakfast? Ah, yes we do. Ah, yes we do. Alright, you got me 3 little eggs as well. Good. Someone's had a poop right next to where they were nesting. Dirty girl. I'm going to stick them on just while I do this and this, because this is not nice stuff to breathe in or get in your eyes. Neither is a good idea. Should always stand to the side when you're doing this, in case it spits it out all over you. I don't need that on anymore, because you'll always get that one time when it goes bloomp and fires it everywhere. And it's best not to put too much water in too quickly, because in there invariably you think you need to put more water in, and then it turns for a minute or two, and then it goes all loose, and then you put too much in. So patience is a virtue, as they say. As you can see, that is the right consistency. If we'd have put any more water in it, it would have been a problem. Right, I shall stick that in the oldest of all my wheelbarrows. I hate this bit. It's always the same. Trying to get the last of it out of a mixer. I'm what's known in the trade as frugal as well. I don't like wasting any of it. So I'm in there trying to scrape every little bit out. I'm only going to put a little bit on this morning because I've been working very hard this week, and I need a break. So I'm going to do this, put this on, and then I think I might go out on my bicycle just for an hour while it's curing. Well, this is a momentous occasion. I can take this monstrosity off. He thinks. There we go. That was so badly on there. There we go. Oh, nice. Very satisfying. I'm going to stick some of that on there and start getting it on the wall. So this is what I pointed yesterday, and I've leveled it all off. So as you can see, these walls, when they were built by stonemasons hundreds of years ago, despite the fact it's rock and it's all, you know, obviously each stone is different, it is level. It's level this way. You know, like if you were to put a spirit level on it, back in the day they used string and a plumb, it's called a plumb line, and then they built it and made sure that it was level when it went up, and it's remarkably accurate. So on top of that, you've got different types of stone construction. You've got like the ones where you've got like big round stones and lots of nice big joints around them so you can follow every joint, or you've got these builds which are lots and lots of very slim, very small bits. Now with these, it's not worth trying to go around every stone for two reasons. One, it will take you forever. Well, three reasons actually. It will take you forever. It won't be a particularly good job, because going into a little thin joint like that all over the place, it's just not the way to do a big wall like this. You can see here, you've got like a collection of very small bits. Now, that whole area, like I've done here, needs to be fully covered, and then packed in deep everywhere. So you're effectively rendering it and then revealing the stone with the wire brush. So then you're guaranteed that everything's covered. There's a little bit of stone showing, and you've got the main priority of the job, which is to repoint it. And you've got the whole thing, and it's level. It's not all going in and out everywhere. It's, you know, it's a personal choice. Some people do it other ways. Good for them. This is the way I do it. I like to have like a relatively flat wall with lots of stone showing, but it needs to look natural, not like round every single stone, and then that doesn't work for me. I've tried doing that for people when they've asked for it, and then they stand back afterwards and go, oh, it looks weird. It looks like a fake one. I'm like, yeah, that's because you asked me to do it the fake way. So this is how I do it, and this is the way I personally think you should do it. And anyone can do this with the right application and a little bit of patience. Anyone can do this. So if you own a stone house, or you're thinking of buying a stone house and it looks a little bit decrepit on the outside, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can afford to get someone in to do that, don't. Have a go yourself first. And so we're down to here, and I don't know if you can see, well, you probably can see it for now. This is the coin stone, and it's been bedded into the wall, and then they've deliberately cut that stone back there. There's a line going down it, so that when it can be pointed or rendered, you can come from here, because like I said to you before, these walls were made, these guys, they really knew what they were doing. And so they've made that level from the tip of that stone right across the tips of all these stones. These stones, there won't be any high spots on there between there and there. So I've got two choices. I can either point in around this bit and carry on doing it, you know, sort of ad hoc, or I can do all the stone as I'm going, but on this bit I'll fill it in completely, so I've got a nice straight edge there like this one. So I think That's what I'm going to do. I've decided that's what I'm going to do, because I've got a straight one there and I've got a straight one there. So it stands to reason that I should have a straight one there as well. So all I do is fill in that joint down there. That's the most important bit, because don't forget, it's very important to re-emphasize pointing a wall. The very first priority of doing this is to solidify and stabilize this wall on the outside surface. This won't hold the wall up. That's not what its job is, you know, because the wall is, you know, is a wall, and it's built, it's 60 centimeters deep or more, you know. But this is to stabilize the outside of the wall, where you've got all the original joints, so that the wall itself stays in good condition. And a byproduct of doing that is that when you wire brush it, you can make it look really pretty. But its job is not, we're not pointing it to make it look pretty. We're pointing it to stabilize it and make sure that it lasts another 100 years. Looking pretty is a happy side effect, right? So it's always worth bearing that in mind. The joints come first and the pointing comes first, and the rest of it, you get a bit of artistic license at the end. Understood? Good. The end of the lesson. Where was I? So we're filling in that little joint there first, like so that it's all nice and packed in there. There we go. And you can really force it in. That's why you have to have, you've got to use a trowel this size, ideally, on something like this. If you use a thinner one, it's very flexible, and you're not going to be able to really force this stuff in there. You'll be going backwards and forwards, and you'll be dropping it all on the floor, and just no, like this is the trowel for doing it. All right, trust me, please. So then, there you go. I'm just taking it off the side like this. Look. So now it's on the side of my trowel, and then I'll use the side of the trowel to just go level it up on there, like so. Voila. And that's all you need to do to it. That's it. And then leave it. We're gonna do the same all over, but you leave it all day, wait for it to start to cure, and then just at its optimum moment, we'll wire brush this section and join it into the one above, and it'll all look fandabidozy. While I've got a second, let me just quickly show you this, and then I'll carry on with my work. I've got this little table. It was in my barn, and I've got this pair of chairs that go with it. They're metal, and they're fallen to pieces. They're rotten. You can't sit on them. Look. So we're going to fix them. Won't be today because I'm very busy today with this. But once I've done this. Oh, there's a little bit left in there to put on. Good. I'll get this last bit on, just go along one more level, maybe to about there, and then I can have a good clear up, get rid of all the bits that are on the floor and all the dust and stuff. We're going to rub it up later on. Rubbing it up. That's a technical, bit of technical term for you there. We're going to wire brush it later, once it's all gone off. And then we'll have another clean up. You can tell once it's once you've got it in there, you can usually feel when you've got right to the bottom of the joint, it all starts coming back out again. Right. There we go. So that is the second part of our enduit put on. So that is where we're up to for the time being. I've got that next bag full on the wall. So, right. I'm just going to go for a little ride while I'm waiting for that to dry. To take you guys with me. Don't stop at the stop sign. That's rock and roll. I'm gonna up my speed a little bit. I've got my sunglasses on for two reasons really. One, it stops the wind going in my eyes and so I can ride without blurring up. And two, it's still it's kind of threatening to rain. It's a bit grey, but it's still quite bright at times. And so I had a choice of about a dozen pair of glasses to put on because I'm obsessed with sunglasses, and I went for this pair. And it turns out it might not have been the best choice because they're like literally my darkest pair. There's loads of these bluebells about at the moment. They're so lovely. I can't think of a better way to spend my free time, really. Anyway, I should probably get back because I've got lots of things to do. I've put my enduit on the wall and I've been for a bicycle ride. So now I'm going to go back and check on my wall. I'm wobbling around, look. trying not to crash while I talk to you. I'm going to head back and I am going to check my wall. And then once we've checked our wall, we're gonna wire brush it and see what's next. And so it's still a bit wet there because when it's ready, it cleans the stones at the same time. As you're doing it, it cleans the stone as well. And then you've got the ability to trim the edges up. Not far to go now. Making my arm ache, I know that. This brush has got all bristles that stick in me. I'll have to get a new brush. I don't like that one. Right, so this, I've just test fitted this. What are you doing, son? Meow yourself. What's the matter? Trying to film. So for now, it's up. Let me just turn it on and show you. You can't get the full benefit in the daylight, but the jury is out on whether I like it or not. Here we go. What do we think? I think I do like it, and it's very much in keeping with this type of property. However, one, it's not in the middle. I've just put it on the original wiring at the moment, so when I take it off, I will extend the wiring, and then I can repoint that whole section and put it back up again. Or I might go and look at the other one that I was looking at, because I'm really torn between this one and the other one that came out and dropped straight down. I don't know which one I prefer. But for now it's up, and it's much better than that ghastly one that was there. All that stone is all really well secured in now. There we go. So that is where we're up to for now. I've got all that pointing done, and I've got my new lamp up as well. It's starting to really take shape. That even in this at this angle, I can see that's starting to really stand out now. Once that's all pointed all the way across, it's just going to be lovely. And I will see you in the very next video, where I'll be continuing with that, amongst other things. There's always something different to do. I've got lots and lots of things to do, so I will persevere with my sunroom, lean-to, but greenhouse project, and get on to other things as well. Thank you ever so much again for supporting me, and I would really appreciate it if you can hit that like button or the hype button and follow me, subscribe, and do all the good stuff that helps my channel to grow. Until then, I will see you in the very next one. Bye now.